We got some updates for the Predator. This one is not going to be as big as other updates. I wanted to keep this one relatively light while we work on some other major updates in the background. But we still tackled some functionality requests that I think a lot of you are going to find really helpful. As always, if you do not see these features in your version of the Predator, that means you have an old version. Make sure you guys update. Or if you want to try the Predator for free, join us on Discord. Links for everything are going to be down below. All right, first feature. And this one is for my semi-auto traders. So here's the scenario. You picked your auto entry, you set up your perfect custom order with the Predator, you wait until the price reaches a predefined level that you set, and then you activate the Predator, and then you wait for that perfect auto entry to trigger. You enter the trade, and the price goes straight to your profit target. You're doing good, you're happy, you walk away from your computer for just a minute, maybe you go pour yourself a drink, tell your wife, husband, whatever, about the perfect trade you just nailed. And then you walk back to your computer only to find a negative P&L. And all of this because you forgot to turn off the auto entry after that initial trade. I know firsthand how frustrating this can be. I've done it multiple times before, and I know many of you have had a similar experience. Well, this update aims to help fix this problem. So in the past, under additional filters, we had this option shut off auto after entry. What this does is once you enter the trade, it automatically turns off the Predator. So that way you don't keep re-entering trades over and over. But being under additional filters, this option was a little bit hidden and not a lot of users knew about it. Well, in this newest version, we scrapped all of that and now we added a full auto and semi-auto option under your enable auto entries. So how does it work? When it's checkmarked, it means that your strategy is full auto. It's going to keep taking trades over and over. If you unselect it, that means it's semi-auto. And what that means is once it enters a trade, it's automatically going to turn off. So it's basically the same function, just change the wording around to make it make a little bit more sense. But that's not all. Let's enable this. We also made another little update on the chart trader panel to make this process just a little bit easier. So what you're going to see now on the chart trader panel is you're going to see your auto on button, but you're going to see a little thunderbolt right next to it. This thunderbolt means that the full auto option is selected. And if you click on the thunderbolt, it's going to change to a shield. The shield means that it is in semi-auto mode. So if we go into the properties, that means it's unselected, semi-auto mode. So I just want to run through a quick explanation of how this button works because I know there's a little bit of confusion with newer members as well. So when it's labeled auto on and the button is white, if you have not changed the color, that means it is going to take any auto entry that we selected. So your auto entries are the ones under O2B auto entries. In this example, I just have a simple reversal. And you're also going to see it up here. If it's in white, that means that auto entry is enabled. So once it detects it, it's going to take that trade. And let me set a color just because I forgot. And it's going to make it a little bit easier to see. So let's enable that again. All right, so here I'm just going to play it and I'm going to change my auto on to a thunderbolt. And again, this means it's in full auto mode. So let's just speed it up and see what it does. So when it detects a
Order
reversal,
submitted.
it's just going to enter that
Order
trade.
filled.
And then it's just going to keep
Order
re-entering
submitted.
because this button is
Order
on the
order
auto
submit.
on
Order
option.
filled.
So as long as it's in the
Order
white,
submitted.
any auto entry that it detects, it's going to take that trade. But what happens if you only want to semi-automate your trade? So that means you want to have this off and you only want to turn it on maybe at a certain level, certain indicator tells you it's okay to turn it on. And you only want to take maybe one trade and you don't want to keep re-entering over and over. So what you can do is, again, change this to the semi-auto mode. So click on the Thunderbolt so it shows a little shield. And we're going to play it again.
Order
And
submitted.
now you'll see that once we enter the trade, it automatically turned that button to the off position. So you'll see it says auto off and it's transparent. So we're just going to keep playing it.
Order filled.
And now when another reversal happens, it's no longer going to take any new ones. until you turn it back on. So there, and then once it detects another auto entry,
Order
it's going
submitted.
to take that
Order
trade,
filled.
but it's automatically going to shut off that button. This is going to help safeguard you against unwanted trades in the case that you forget to turn it off. All right, so that brings us to our next feature, and this is going to be found under additional filters. If we scroll down, we're going to find this delay X bars auto on. And what this does is it's just going to delay any auto entries from the moment you click that auto on button to the on position. It only activates if it's off and then you turn it on. And this is going to be a little bit different from the delay real start. This delay real start is from the moment you enable the actual predator strategy, and then it just delays the auto entries from that moment. Delay X bars auto on is from the moment you actually click the auto on button. So just to show an example, I'm going to leave it at a value of 0, and I'm just going to enable the predator here. Here you can see we have our reversal, and here is our trigger bar. With a value of 0, it just means that 0 bars need to pass before it enters the trade from the moment we turn this button on. So remember, it has to be off, and then we have to turn it on. So if we turn it on,
Order
it's going
submitted.
to enter right away because 0 bars have to pass. So this is going to be the default for maybe 99% of you. This is how it's always been. But I know I've had a request to delay it from the moment you turn this strategy on.
Order
So
filled.
let's go back into the properties. And I'm just going to change this to a value of 1. And all that means is when I actually click the button to the on position, one more bar has to pass before it starts looking for that auto entry. Again, this is just from the moment you turn on the auto entry button to the on position. So I turn it on, and it's not going to enter that trade because it needs at least one bar to pass before it enters. But let me speed this up.
Order submitted.
But once that value passes, it's just going to take the next auto entry that it detects. All right, now for our next update. Some of you guys may have already noticed down in our O2B auto entry section, the tick offset and the confirmation candle options are missing. Well, not quite. What we did in this version is we added a separate confirmation candle and tick offset for each individual entry. So that way, if you're using more than one, you can customize it however you want. So that means the reversals have their own, the engulfing candles have their own, and we've also added this to the inside bars. And yes, I know a lot of you guys have been asking for this. We added it to the entry signals as well. So every option will have its own separate confirmation candle. But what is a confirmation candle? Well, to explain it easily, I'm just going to show an example using a reversal entry. So a confirmation candle of 0, let's load this on the chart. All right, so a confirmation candle, all it is once you get a valid auto entry signal, in this case, the reversal, a confirmation candle is just going to require more candles in that same direction before it enters the trade. So, for example, if you're going short, confirmation candles just require more red candles in the same direction before it enters short. If you're going long, it just requires more green candles after that signal before it enters long. So 0 confirmation candles just means you don't need any. So as soon as we get that reversal, it's going to enter on the next trade. So here, these are just historical trades, but we have our reversal here. It enters on the next bar. Here we have a bullish reversal, enters on the next bar. Let's go back into the properties, and I'm going to add 2 confirmation candles. So let's enable this once again. So with 2 confirmation candles, we get our short reversal, and then we need 2 more red candles in that same direction. So signal, 1 confirmation, 2 confirmation, and then it enters on that next bar after your confirmation candles. And same thing for a long. You get a bullish reversal, then you get 1 green confirmation, 2 green confirmation, and then you enter on that next bar. So that's all it is just to confirm that you're on that trend. So the whole purpose of a confirmation candle is just to help you avoid these kinds of scenarios. You might get a signal, maybe a small pullback, but here we have our signal, we only get one confirmation candle, but because we did not get that second one, there was no short trade. Then we get a long signal, one confirmation, two confirmation, and then we enter that trade. So that's all they do, is they just help you confirm the trend. But on the downside, you will most likely get a much worse fill compared to a zero confirmation candle. So use at your own discretion. So those are the main features I wanted to go over in this video. Other than that, it was just very minor things. All other changes I'm going to post in the What's New section in the user guide of our website. But I hope you guys found this useful. As always, take care. Enjoy.